Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and in this video I'm going to be talking about ISODIOL, ISOL, ISOL, and the ticker in USA is ISOLF. So stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell down below so you're notified. Please give me thumbs up. I do truly appreciate it. I also want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. Buy or sell after you did your research, your due diligence, and you like the investment you're pursuing. Okay, so I just looked on the financials for ISOL, and they said they were late to report. They had like a cease trade order, which let them trade without being halted. So like companies that fail to report, they have to get halted. IROC halts them, but they did a cease trade order before it happened, so then they could resume trading. And they've been completely annihilated, right? They've been completely annihilated. So my take on the business, I do own shares, like full disclosure, I do own a couple thousand shares. So they did 22 million for, I guess it's like the last year. I don't know if that's counted as 2019 or 2018, probably 2019 financials for the annuals. Basically they're trading at about like 20 million, right? I think like 40 cents, and then there's about 60 million shares out, like somewhere like 20 to 25 million Canadian, and somewhere around like 18 to 20 million USD. So they did it's somewhere in the 9 million for the quarter. So they had a really good quarter. And what's that attributed to? It's attributed to the fact that I'm not sure if it was this quarter or just the next quarter coming up, but now they're in Halt and Barrett, and that's the same place that Harvest One is selling their gel pill capsules in. And it's basically a big online store, but it's a big retail company in UK. So that's good for them, right? They can sell their CBD products. They got the ISO Sport line. So where does the ISODIOL sell their products? I think they sell it on their online store, but they also sell it at one of the gyms. I can't remember, but it was like a pilot launch. So they have them in like same as where you're like a pop machine. It's one of those machines, so you can just like hit it, and then you get your CBD products when you're out of the gym. So I think that's pretty good, you know, if they can sell, like really ramp up their sales. If they somehow get a deal, so then they can go to more of those gyms. That's good, positive. Yeah, they did do a big loss. Like they wrote off a lot of investments and stuff, like Kier. They were gonna run this retail dispensary for like CBDs, and they had some other stuff like BSBG. It was gonna be a CBD kind of place in I think Canada. I don't remember exactly, but it was to get their dealer's license so that they could make products and then sell it in the rec market. And then they haven't gone ahead with that, so they just like shut that down. I mean, there's been a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like they've done a lot of bullshit in the last couple of years. One of the guys, that Dylan, he was like selling a ton of shares, and they did a stupid reverse split. But yeah, I think moving forward, they're really low on cash, so they're like got about $500,000. So they need to be extremely diligent. I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope they don't have to raise some more money. I hope they can get a loan or something. I don't want to see more dilution. May happen. What else? They have the best profit margins that they've ever had, because they used to sell a lot of isolate, which was lower margins, especially as the price is going down. But now they're selling more products. They got like ISO Sport line of just like droplets, like same as like Gatorade droplets or whatever, where you put in your in water and you make your Gatorade, things like that, and with CBD. So I think they have a pretty good product line, to be honest. I just hate the management, but I think Marvin Washington, he's a Hall of Fame, I think, or he was in the NFL. I think he's pretty legit, but they like that Troy guy. He was talking about, what was it, back a long time ago, is CBD from hops, and then everybody on Stockhouse was annihilated them for that, because that never came to fruition. So they just like say that's like bullshit, like CBD from hops. So I don't know. They're on the top revenue ranking companies, and they're gonna be ahead of Valent Scrowworks. Like they'll be like somewhere similar with Fire and Flower. So they do make. I'm interested, because it doesn't say, like, when you got an annual financials, it doesn't tell you how much that loss is, but somehow on New Cannabis Ventures they can figure out the operating income. It's like they get an email telling them like information or something, or someone like does the math from last quarter and the other quarters before to figure it out. I'm not sure, but they do have that, like they tell you how much they had for the quarter. So I'm interested in that, but they say they have 33% margins on their CBD products, so it's pretty good. They're competing with CVSI, Charlotte's Web, Elixinol, and CBD MD. Those are the biggest brands for CBD in USA, I think. So that's like their real big competitors. I think they're gonna be in Mexico soon. I don't know. For 20 million, 25 million, I don't know. It might be attractive to get to buy like a small position. I know it's super risky, but things turn around. I think it could go up a lot. It could go back to like $2, $3, $4. I know a lot of people, they say a lot of crappy things about ISODIOL, but I don't know. I wish they had a new management team. I wish Marcus wasn't there anymore. I don't like him. But they do say they're spending less money on SG&A, and then their margins are going up. So they are moving in the right directions towards being profitability, cash flow. So I guess they're learning about the market, that they need to really be lean and mean and work towards profitability, because the days of pissing away money in expansion are kind of over. You got to be profitability, and then once you prove that your profitability, then the market may give you money so you can expand, and then you can get more profitability from there. Or either you're acquired by a bigger company that's got a lot of cash flow, and then they can build your brand. So I don't know. It's just something I wanted to talk about. I know it hasn't been getting much coverage, and I know I'm not fond of the past. I've been killed on those shares, but again, I do think they are kind of turning a page, and they may be moving in the right direction, that they could go up a lot in share price. But I do know there's a lot of shorters that have annihilated Isols. So anyways, that's my video on ISODIOL. 22 million for the year, with improving margins last quarter. on around 9 to 9.5 million for the quarter in Canadian dollars. So anyways, keep compounding that info, listen to my lingo, and shaka. And until next time, good peace.